This is my new PC. Now, the base model of this thing is less than 50 quid. But I thought, sod it. I clicked on the extra RAM processing, all that kind of jazz. So what you get in your box, the box, luckily they always package stuff with extra packaging because it gets a kicking by customs. If it comes from China, they give it a good kicking on the way through. But the internal box seems undamaged. So what you get is your power supply, 12-volt power supply. There's your plug for that. That's quite a good reassuring thing. That is your standard kettle. Old-fashioned kettles used to use these, and modern PCs use these. So that's a standard attachment. 12 volt, 5 amp power supply. Hopefully it won't blow up. That is just as a mounting plate. All you do with that is that you attach it to the base in case you want to put it on something or raise it up. I might actually use that to give it a bit of an air gap underneath because these things do get a bit warm because there's no fan, which I don't think there is. Just an air vent in the bottom. There's no actual fan. So you get your mounting plate, your computer, very lightweight. So on the front, you got your power supply, 6 USB sockets, USB was it 2 and 3 or whatever it is, on the front, and on the back we have these two brass-looking things. That's the Wi-Fi because it's got two I'll show you in a second. So you've got another 2 USB sockets, your LAN, which is your internet plug-in, 2 outputs for TV, for your monitor. That's your old VGA, which goes to your standard monitor, and that's for your modern monitor. Also, you can use that to plug it in the telly. So I might actually use it for TV. I have no idea if it has an operating system. Oh, there's the audio socket. Yeah, the price was advertised £273 sterling. But the price I paid, because they took 30 quid off, ended up being 243. So yeah, I've got no idea whether or not you got. Oh yeah, in the box you've also got there's a small instruction booklet, which just has I think just a listing of the parts. What is that actually? Or is that to add? Right. So these cables they give the extra cables are in case you want to add an external hard drive. Well, it's an internal hard drive, but you can add it as an external. So I'm assuming you plug it in there someplace, and I'm not going to mess with that. And you get 2 of these aerials. That's for your Wi-Fi. So you just basically screw them on the back, and you should be able to pivot them. Yeah, like a couple of bunny ears for the back of the computer. Now I do not know if it has an operating system on there. It makes no difference. I've already flashed a USB stick somewhere so I can actually put on Linux. That's the whole plan. My idea of going off grid is to do it in such a way that I'm not reliant on the usual suspects. So not using Windows. I'm so sick of every 2 minutes I've got to turn off all the background processes. I can't do anything without it trying to crash. The computer has to restart several times a day. I even had the not police. They have a police car that's not a police car. They have police uniforms that are not police uniforms, and they carry sidearms. There are these at Shroma, Jewish police basically, on my doorstep, telling me off for turning off background processes on my computer. Because we can't see what you're doing if you turn them off. They're not supposed to be doing it. It's illegal. Anyway, so it should be a bit easier for me to actually do stuff by having this. It seems to have the standard connections that all computers have. Yeah, I'm kind of freaking out a little bit with regard to doing it, but yeah, I'm dropping my phone, which is also cracked and split for some reason. So basically what I'm going to be doing is installing Linux. I'm not rushing. I have backed up pretty much everything of need, and I'm replacing that one. which I bought second hand last year for the same price as this one. It's about the same price. And it's a piece of crap. It's that simple. The guy put on extra RAM and stuff, which makes it overheat, so it's constantly restarting, as well as trying to aspirate new Windows. I told him I didn't want Windows, but he still did it. Because there are pages to put Windows on stuff. So, installing the Wi-Fi module. I shouldn't have to install a Wi-Fi module. I'm pretty sure it looks just plug and play. These connections, I'm pretty sure, I'm not 100%, but I'm pretty sure that that's just for extras, for add-ons. And you get some screws. I think there's another pack of screws in there somewhere for mounting your plate. But yeah, that's it. 243 quid. I mean, I don't see anything there I can plug into unless I remove this plate, which I don't want to do. It feels solid. It actually feels nice and solid. It's metal. So that's actually a nice, good thing, as opposed to the usual plastic break in 2 minutes crap you get. So yeah, that's going to be... Actually, I think I will put on that metal plate first before I do anything else. Because that way it'll give it a bit of height. Because what I normally do, I keep it raised up on something. So that way it's got airflow. So yeah, see if I can blow the place up. Oh, had a quick look. The mounting plate, it's not for what I thought it was. What it is you take this plate and you can mount it on the wall. So you can attach it to the wall somewhere. And then you can just take this and just slot it in. So you can actually mount it on. It's wall mountable, which is not a bad idea because it's very lightweight. But yeah, okay. Just thought I'd mention that.